The Natric Valley Grand Prix brings a lot of people together, lots of different backgrounds. You've heard already on the show today, just so many different people involved in this, and I think it's really cool that an event like this is coming to Menominee. And as we've said, the women's side of the Natric Valley Grand Prix, it is one of the premier, if not the premier event for women bicycle racers in general across the country. A big event, and it brings people from all different experience levels. We've talked to people who've been racing professionally for years, and right now I'm bringing on Kimberly Turner, who actually races for a college, Seattle Pacific University, and is racing in the Natric Valley Grand Prix as a member of the Fiber One Collegiate All-Star team. Kimberly, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
It's kind of interesting. You talk about I've talked to people that have been racing professionally now, like on the show. The first few guests I've had on have all been professionals. They've been doing it for a long time. You're still in college, and you're still doing this. And talk about the college experience when it comes to bicycle racing. What's cool about it, and what's different about that compared to things you hear about professional racing?
Well, it definitely has to be a balancing act, because my priority is doing well in my classes and graduating with my degree next year, actually. But I still love racing, and it's still important to me. And so it's just a matter of setting aside time for my studying, but also putting aside other things so that I can train and then go to races and stuff.
Yeah, you talk about this. It's a neat, every college student goes through it. You're talking about getting a degree. I'm the guy who goes to school for 7 years and ends up with some useless degree, or that's why I'm hosting a talk show. But you balance all this stuff out. Now, when you talk about the college team, a college team is a big deal, but it hasn't been around that long.
Right. Yeah. Well, the team that I'm on, or for SPU, the one that my college team, I actually started it as collegiate club my freshman year. During my decision-making process for college, it was kind of torn between schools that had everything else that I wanted but not a cycling team, or a cycling team but not everything else that I wanted. So I ended up just coming to Seattle Pacific and starting the club there. So actually it was a lot more work than I had originally been aware of. But kind of plugged away with that.
You just show up at a college and you're like, you know what? You guys have everything but a cycling team, so I'm just going to start one. Is that okay with you guys?
Yeah, exactly. So within the school, it's a club, and that's how most collegiate teams run the cycling teams. I think there's only a few schools that actually have varsity status for the cycling club. But whether it's a club or a varsity sport within the school, it's all the same within USA Cycling, collegiate cycling. So.
Oh, when you talk about collegiate cycling, again, you're racing as a collegiate all-star. You got to take part in a pretty big event just not too long ago, a few weeks ago. You get to take part in an event in Madison, Wisconsin, which is hey, it's not that far away from here. I lived there for a while. Madison's a cool place. Fun. How'd you like Wisconsin? Have you ever been to Wisconsin before that?
I actually hadn't. It was my first time anywhere in the Midwest.
First time in the Midwest.
Yeah, I've been all over the West. Seattle, Idaho, California, not all over the East, but I've been to the East. But I'd never been to the Midwest, so it's kind of a fun experience to get to go and race and take some time off of school and go. It's the national championships for collegiate cycling, so.
Yeah, it's a great place to come to. You picked a great place to come to, Minnesota, Wisconsin area. Fun times to be had here. And bicycling here, it's really taken off in the last probably 5 or 10 years. Has really taken off as a competitive sport. And obviously, they bring this event, the Natric Valley Grand Prix here. Talk about this event and being part of it. Have you seen the course layout? Have you seen what you'll be taking part in this?
I've looked at it as much as I can get information right now. I still don't have a full idea of what this entails. As you've already said, this is my first year racing the Natric Valley Grand Prix, and so I'm really excited. I'm pretty mixed and intimidated too, just with these really strong women who've been racing for so long professionally, and so it's just a great opportunity to be able to be on the Collegiate All-Stars team, because it gives us a chance to come from different colleges in the United States where we wouldn't normally get the chance to be at such a big race and have be supported in this, which is a big thing, because in a lot of collegiate racing, we do all our own support. We drive ourselves to races, we go shopping for food that we need, it's everything is our own responsibility, which is fine, and that's great to learn how to do that. But it's also, I'm really excited to be able to kind of have some more support and a big race like this.
Yeah, and it's also cool too. You get to see the people. Some of the best racers, bicycle racers, in the country are going to be at this thing. So it'll be really cool to also go up against some of the best that the sport has to offer. So you'll get to learn a lot too, and competing against these women in the race. But it's neat. You get to check out the event for it'll be your first time here, so you get to see the good old Western Wisconsin, and you get to see Minnesota, parts of the Midwest. It should be fun for you. And this isn't the only cool thing you're doing this summer. This is the interesting thing. You're going to be spending some time a little bit outside of the United States this summer.
Oh, yeah. In August, I'm actually going to be flying to Guatemala City, and I'll be there for about a month with a few other people from my school, but it's not connected with my school. We're meeting up with an organization in Guatemala City called American Latina, and we're going to be working in some schools teaching English and clinics, doing some medical work there. So just a really good opportunity, and we'll be staying with some host families there. So that's kind of on the other half of my summer.
Right.
I finish my racing, and then I get ready for that. I'm really excited. So
you're a really ambitious person. You come to a college,
Thanks.
You go to a college, you start a bicycle program, you double major, you're almost going to graduate. Now you're going to Guatemala to do these great things, and then you race bicycles on the side. This is crazy. You have a full plate, but you know what? It's great to hear. That this the sport you've chosen to take part in, the bicycle racing. It's something obviously that anybody that has an interest in it wants to compete in it can get into, and it's great to see people that are out doing other great things in the world. Kimberly, thank you for your time. This has been great. This has been fun.
Yeah, thank you. No problem.